Shay here. My favorite day of the week. It is the day for our whip and chat. Whip stands for work in progress, and chat, I'm just gonna catch up with you guys for an hour. So just grab whatever you're working on, whether it be craft related or not, and I'll just help you pass the time and take your mind off of things. So first things first, if you need to get a drink, because it'll be about an hour. That's how long I typically go. Typically go. Y'all, I'm struggling this morning. I wanted to show you this really pretty. I've got my coffee. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me see if I can bring it over a little bit. If I put it under the light, maybe, can y'all see her? She's beautiful, but it's a really pretty cup that I got from China when we lived in Shanghai. And it says Shanghai right here, and it's got this beautiful woman, and it's red inside. It's just a beautiful cup. I wish y'all could see it better, but I can't really tip it because I got my coffee in it. Let me bring y'all back down to the painting. Yeah, so welcome. We are working on a Jasmine Beckett Griffith for the JBG along. So thank you to everyone that's participating. And even for those that, oh, I just found a loose drill on my hand. Even for those that are not participating or that don't have a JBG, y'all are still allowed to comment and be entered into the weekly drawings. So don't forget about that. And, let's see, I'll put everything that I'm using and working on, all the little nitty gritties, in the description box. So if you're interested in pens and storage and trays and all that stuff, then y'all can grab that down in the description. I do love my gold tweezers. If y'all saw this video this week I did from, I opened up a Mary's Diamonds. It's my first time to ever unbox one of their kits. These gold tweezers are awesome. I'm loving them. I was a little worried that I was going to scratch them up, because Elizabeth Inslee gave me the tip to save my nails, just to use the end of the tweezers to pop open the containers. And I was afraid I was going to scratch them up, but I've been using them for a couple of days and they're not scratching. So y'all, they're like really painted. I mean, whoever made them did a really good job. They're awesome tweezers. Let me see. I'm trying to think if I have y'all zoomed in or zoomed out. Let me zoom you out a little bit so I can show y'all where I'm at with my progress with her. We are doing this event for the month of July, and my goal was to try to finish her. Now, I will be honest, I did not touch her yesterday. That sounded bad. I didn't work on this yesterday because I just, I've never really got into a slump. I've never really, lost my, mojo, but I think sometimes you just need a break from certain colors or certain painting, and I think that's pretty normal. It's all normal to fall into any of those, categories. But I've never really fallen into one yet, not real bad, where I've just quit for a few days or weeks or months. I kind of just needed a break from her. So I'm actually glad I did take a break yesterday because I'm looking forward to working on her today with y'all. So sometimes that's all you need. Now, I did post a progress picture. I'll show y'all a little bit over here, but the whole bottom of the canvas, actually just to show y'all in case you don't know what she looks like. This is a picture of what she looks like, and it is by Diamond Art Club. And like I said, it's a square. It's a 70 by 89. Jasmine Beckett Griffith. She is amazing. It's just a lot of reds and blacks and whites. And I just needed, I just needed a little bit of something else because I was really going hard on this. And today's only, well, let's see, it's Wednesday for me and it's Thursday for y'all. So it's only the 14th. This goes the entire month. So I have time. And I'm almost done. I mean, you can see her face right here. And I mean, this is the end. It's just on the top of it. So I really don't have, I just have 3 rows to go. So yeah, I finished all the bottom, which is looking really, really good. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me zoom you. I don't think I can zoom you out anymore. But yeah, the whole bottom of her skirt, I've been using a ton of ABs, more than I've ever used before. I actually was worried I was gonna run out, so I placed another order for 2 more bags of 321, which I've replaced 321 with all ABs. But yeah, she's looking really, really good. So let me zoom y'all back in and we can get caught up. Okay, there we go. We'll work on, so the section I'm working on right now, right here, there's just it was one of those things where I try to finish, a square, before I'm done for the day. I'm like, okay, I can at least finish this square and then I'll shut it down for the night. But I just was getting so tired. Sorry, I'm trying to get you. Okay. Yeah, so I just have just a few symbols right here, like this symbol and that symbol, and then this square's done. And then we can get into this. And I did take a little peek, and it's a lot of color blocking. So, but we'll get to that. It's funny, I was looking at my stickers. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I got my coffee. I think y'all are getting the hint. I think I like my coffee. Speaking of, I'm dragging today. I don't know if you can tell in my voice. I sound a little raspy. I'm dragging. I just feel tired, and I don't want. So let me get a sip of coffee. All right, let me grab a color and we'll start talking. So I stayed up last night, till my normal time, till about, I don't know, 11:45, maybe midnight at the latest. I normally go to bed between 11:30 and, 12. So I, went to bed, and I just was wide awake at 7 o'clock this morning. And I'm like, I don't even have to be awake. The kids don't have school. Why am I awake? And I think I needed to go to the bathroom. So when you got to go pee, you just got to get up. And once you're up, you're like, well, I might as well just get up and the house is quiet. And of course, I'm always like, oh, I can go diamond paint for a little while. And of course, that wakes me up when I probably should just go back to sleep. So I woke up at 7, went up and worked on my Mary's Diamonds canvas for about an hour or so. And then my daughter woke up. And then, I came downstairs and made her breakfast. And we were chatting and talking. I just was like, you know what? I just want to lay on the couch for a minute. And y'all, I never lay on the couch and just take naps. That's not really me. My husband even woke up and was like, are you okay? Because he, came out to the living room about 10 and he was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm trying to take a nap. So I laid down about 9 o'clock. And then 9:30, my daughter's like, I'm going to go to a friend's house. I'm like, okay. So I actually slept from 9:30 to 10 because he came in there at 10. So I slept for 30 minutes, but I think that little nap made it even worse. And I'm just like, I took a shower. And my husband's like, do you want me to throw you in the pool? Do you want me to scare you? Do you want me to tickle you? He was trying to help me. I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So I took a shower. I just washed my face. I'm trying to wake up. But maybe if I do my whip and chat, I'll snap out of it. Maybe I just need to start talking. Plus, this is only my second cup of coffee, so I think that has something to do with it too. Y'all, even though I drank coffee this morning while I was diamond painting, I still was able to go back to sleep without any problems when I took that little nap. So coffee really doesn't, maybe I didn't have enough of it, but it doesn't really do much to me. I can pretty much sleep, I guess, even with caffeine. But I just don't think I had had enough at that point. It was just it wasn't even a full cup I had drank. So anyways, I apologize if I'm seeming kind of out of it, but I wanted to get this filmed. She's not home. Husband's working, boys are sleeping. Dogs are both on the bed behind me sleeping, so it's pretty quiet. So I'm like, let me do my whip and chat. And y'all, I love these whip and chats. It just, like I've said before, it's like a free therapy session. I just get to talk out my week and update y'all, and then I get to hear from y'all and find out how you're doing. So please, in the comments, let me know how your week's been. I know it's almost over, so let me know how the week's been and if you've got any plans this weekend. So let's catch up. Last time we talked was, Wednesday, Thursday of last week. So it was Wednesday when I filmed it. So Thursday, my daughter asked, and we haven't taken any trips this summer. We haven't really done a whole lot. It's been kind of low key. And so she asked me on Thursday, I guess she saw a YouTube video and there was a commercial for one of the trampoline parks that we have near us. She's like, Mom, I want to go there. Can I invite a friend? I was like, okay. And I thought, okay, this is one of those places where, it's a trampoline park and it's not very big. And the trampolines are just surrounded by a bunch of tables and chairs and all the parents just sit in the center. The parents bring their laptops and books. And I thought, I can bring my little Christmas, because I am participating in the Christmas in July event that Mindy and Maritza are doing. I'm doing a little snowman journal, and he's turning out so cute, y'all. He's really, really cute. I put a picture on Instagram, so I'm about almost halfway there. But he's got a little scarf, and actually I've got him right next to me. I'm going to show y'all. He's really cute. Let me grab him. I work on him at night when I'm laying in bed because it's something I can do. But yeah, look at this little guy. Isn't he cute? So far I've done this. So I still need, I'm on the K's right here. So all this has been done. But yeah, he's turning out really good. I got this from, and if in case a couple people had asked on Instagram, Craftably. It's a DIY crystal art kit. and it's a lined journal. So I thought either I'm going to keep it for myself, and I like that it's got the string for the bookmark. Keep it for myself because, you know, I do take notes, and I have a notebook that I use for, you know, everything that I do for YouTube and for videos, and or I may give this as a Christmas gift. I know someone that loves snowmen, so I may give this to her. But yeah, it's really, really cute. Oh yeah, here we go. crystalcardkit.com. So if y'all want to check that out, I'll link it down in the description in case anyone's interested. Hopefully I don't forget to do that. I'll make myself a note. Let me do that real quick. Link to snowman. Okay. So on Thursday, she's like, Mom, can we go to this trampoline park? And I thought, okay, maybe I can, you know, bring my little snowman journal. We'll just stay a couple of hours. You know, she'll get some energy out. She'll get, you know, be able to be physical, and it's good for her. And I was like, okay. I said, who do you want to invite? So I checked in with that friend, with the mom, and she's like, sure, sounds good. So picked up the friend, and it was about noon. You know, made sure she had already, you know, thought maybe she had already had lunch. So anyways, we go to this trampoline park, and they're closed. They're only open from 4 to 8 p.m. So I don't know if they were closed for a birthday party or I don't know. It's just weird summer hours, but that was really strange. And I should have called beforehand, but I didn't. I did check. I thought I checked their website, but maybe I didn't. So anyways, the girls are bummed out. They're like, oh man, well, is there another trampoline park around here? I'm like, not that I know of. I'm like, yeah, let me look on my phone. So I looked it up, and there was one in a different city, the city next to us. It was about 15-20 minute drive. Y'all, I should have called. We drove all the way there, and we get there, and there's no cars in the parking lot, and I'm like, are you kidding me? And the doors are opened, but there's like all these construction trucks and everything, people coming in and out, and like I was like, oh gosh, they're under renovations. So that one was a dud. So I was like, and here I am updating the mother at each step, updating her on where I'm taking her kid, you know. Okay, this place is closed. Now we're going to this place. Okay, this place is now under renovations. And going to. So we're sitting in the parking lot, and I was like, where else could I take these kids? What else could we do? And there's a place called Kidzania, which opened in our mall I think it opened during the pandemic. And everybody was so excited about it because it took like, you know, a year or two to build, and everyone was like really excited that it was coming to our town. And it's basically it's a small city is the best way I shouldn't say small, it's huge, but it's a city for kids to rent around. There's buildings, there's employees in each buildings. The kids do jobs, they can earn money. They like little fake money. They give them a passport and some money to get them started. And it's the coolest thing. Now it's kind of expensive, I will say that, but I will say, I mean, it was 5 o'clock and they didn't want to leave. So we had, you know, you can spend all day there. So, you know, looking at it that way, I guess it's worth the money. It was like $25 per kid. And then it was $15 for me. So I dropped like $80 for these two, but the mom was really sweet. She's like, let me know how much and I'll Venmo you. And I was like, okay. So that was nice that the mom offered. But, you know, I didn't know. She knew I was taking her daughter somewhere. So I knew that she was willing to. Yo, look at this drill. I'm like picking at it, but it's got like, I don't know if y'all can see, but it's got like little white stuff all around it. Look at my trash tray. Yeah, it's kind of full. We got some trash in there, but we'll cover that in the post review. So before we go to Kidzania, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be like an all day thing. I haven't had lunch because I just thought we were going to do this little trampoline thing at first and we'd be done by like, you know, 1 or 2. So I'm like, have y'all eaten lunch? And they're like, no. I'm like, let's go to the food court in the mall. So we get lunch. So by the time we get to this place, it's like 1 o'clock. It's really cool. When you first walk up to the entrance, again, it's inside the mall. They have an actual American Airlines plane, a front of a plane. Like the, you know, the what do you call it? The front of the plane with pilots, the cockpit. Thank you. They have the cockpit in front of this building, and it's really, really cool. So they give their kids their passport, and they're like boarding, and they make them go through, you know, we have to go through, you know, security. It's really, really cool. They give the kids their passports. The kids are feeling like really grown up, and they have all these buildings. They have so my daughter and her friend, they did, they were a doctor. They got to do surgery on this dummy. They removed a kidney. They had a pet clinic, a pet vet. They had Like I said, you could be a fireman. They just ran around, and you did have to wait in some lines to, you know, because they only allow a certain amount of kids at a time to, you know, experience it, and then you have to wait, and then your turn. But they had the best time. Now, I, on the other hand, all my diamond painting stuff, of course, you know, was in the car, because I'm like, we're going into this mall. I don't know. I can't just sit down and leave these girls at somewhere we've never even been. It's big, but they did have a parents' lounge, and there was an area to sit. And I told my daughter, I said, next time we come, now that you know, the lay of the land, and I kind of have a feel for it too, and it's not that big, I might just, you know, bring something to work on, and, you know, bring something diamond painting, and then just kind of chill here and let y'all run around. But I still was kind of worried. I don't know if I'd let her do that. I mean, she has a phone, but you know, she doesn't really carry it with her because she doesn't have pockets. We got it for her when she turned 8, but she's never really used it. But it is a working phone. We thought, you know, when she started walking home from school, she could use it, and we would just put it in her backpack. But anyways, I did that. So I was kind of the mom of the day. I did good stuff. Didn't get any diamond painting done, but I was out there with the kids, following them around. We had fun. They had a little 7-Eleven inside this place, like a mini 7-Eleven. You could even they had a pizza shop. You could make pizza. You could do an avocado, make guacamole. They had a Kinder Joy. You could do chocolate. It was very, very impressive. And 7-Eleven, we got ices. And then they had this little zip line course where the girls got to climb. It was like a construction site where like you were working on a construction site. And they had them all, you know, hard hats, and they had them all, you know, buckled in and harnesses. And it was really cool. So they had a good day. They got a day to get out, and it was fun. So that was Thursday. So I was worn out Thursday night because I just had you know, basically followed them around and just chased them around all day. And then, let's see, that was Thursday. And then, let me get a little sip of coffee. Friday was kind of low-key since I'd already, you know, taken her out Thursday. We did our Friday night pizza night. And for those of you that are new, every Friday night, pretty much every Friday night, we order pizza or make our own pizzas. But it's just kind of an easy, fun tradition that we've done. And we always do pizza on Fridays. So we had Domino's, and it was good. Okay, y'all, I'm done with that section. No, I take that back. There's a couple of ABs I missed. I always kind of save those for the end. I want to make sure y'all can see me. Yeah, okay. I just had been moving the camera around a lot. I'm like, watch me be filming this and it not even be. I'm also kind of worried because I had filmed something the other day and the audio didn't work. So now I'm kind of paranoid that I'm going to film something and you're not going to hear me. But it'll work. It all worked out. Okay. So these ABs aren't picking up. Come on. Gosh, sometimes they don't pick up and sometimes they're too sticky. I only have 2 to place. Where are you? There you are. Okay, so that was Friday night. Just did pizza. And if y'all saw one of my Instagram posts, I was able... So here's what happened. What had happened was I got an email Friday about 5:30 from Amy over at Craftably. Now, y'all know that, you know, you saw from the field trip video, they had their 4th of July work party and we went and did that. And they gave us a kit for helping out, which was really, really sweet of them. But while we were there, on the way home, my husband actually had said, why didn't you, did you get the paintings that you had ordered? The 3 that you were waiting for, your pre-orders? And I'm like, no. I said, but, you know, I'm good. I'm sure I have to wait like everybody else. I'm not going to, I doubt they're going to be giving our paintings to us today. Well, Amy had emailed me and she left me a message. She's like, Shay, I don't know why we didn't give you your paintings whenever you were here. And I was like, well, my husband actually had mentioned that, but I didn't want to bother y'all. That was not why I was there, you know. She's like, well, if you'd like, we could really use some help on Saturday. And you wouldn't have to, you know, we wouldn't have to ship your paintings to you. Would you want to come pick them up and maybe help us out? She goes, but we don't mind shipping them to you, you know, but yours are ready. And so I was like, sure. So I checked with my husband and he's like, sure. So I headed up there Saturday morning. And I got up there about 9:30 because she said they would be there from about 8 to 6 on Saturday. So I got up there about 9:30 and I stayed till about 5:30. So I was a little tired. Back was hurting a little bit. You know, I was putting all the paperwork inside the tubes, which is what I had done the weekend before. And while they were all shipping and, you know, packing up boxes and doing labeling and, you know, getting everything ready, I was trying to help where I could, and that's where they said they needed me. So I was just helping fill in the tubes. And I would stand up for a while, and then I'd get kind of tired, and then I would sit. But I had an opportunity to, it was a smaller setting than it had been, you know, the previous day. And y'all, and I know everybody has said it, Minnie just put out a wonderful video, you know, a little PSA announcement about Craftably, and I know y'all are hopefully not getting tired of hearing about them, but they really are genuinely, and I'm not an affiliate, I'm not paid to say this, I mean, there's nothing tied to it. They're genuinely good people and a great company. And the things that they are doing over there, and they're working so hard to get these orders out to y'all as fast as they can. And they are working themselves just, I mean, yeah. I was tired just after one day, and I'm not even going up there, you know, as much as they have to and work as much as they do. And it's not easy, but they love it. They care. It's, you know, it's exciting for them too, you know, all the orders and just the possibilities of their business growing. And it's, you know, but I got a chance to see some paintings that, you know, they had not even seen yet. They had not unboxed them and opened them. They only had seen the rendering on a computer. So that was kind of exciting to see their reaction. It wasn't kind of exciting, it was very exciting, especially Rachel, who's over there. You know, she's the one that picks out a lot of the paintings and suggests a lot of them. And she actually got to see what they looked like in person, real life, you know, unboxing them. And so that was really fun. I didn't take any video. I was there to, you know, help them out and to work. But while I was there, they did offer a painting to me. And I said, oh no, I said, no, it's what it's for though, y'all. They, you know, I told them about our event, the JBG along, and they wanted to show their appreciation and their, you know, all the support that everyone has given them and their patience and, you know, just all the grace that everybody has been giving them and understanding. And so they donated a JBG painting for our event. So this week's giveaway, I will be announcing it at the end. I'm going to give it, because I'm filming this on Wednesday, so I want to give you all a full official week. So at the end of this video, so I'm filming this earlier in the day, but tonight I'm going to wait and do a clip to do the random number generator. But that's when I'll make sure that I give, you know, full day to give y'all some more time to comment for the giveaway that I had announced last time, my last whip and chat. And, you know, like I showed before, I will be sending out 3D printed pen holder, a rainbow. It's beautiful. In addition to that, you will also get the wonderful, generous donation from Craftably. And it is, if y'all can see that, Faces of Fairy 177. And of course, it's a Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Let me make sure y'all can see this. She's so cute. And it does come in a Craftably tube. And I think she's a 20 by 20, so she's a cute little size, perfect. Even for kids. I mean, you know, adult snack, great snack size painting. And I know a lot of us don't have, we've got a lot of these big ones, you know, we need some more snacks. I don't want to get this stuck in my painting, but it does come in the tube. I know y'all have seen all of these purple tubes. So one of you will get plus some other little goodies I'll put in there. But of course, the rainbow tray, and then this from Craftably. Okay? So thanks to the folks over there at Craftably, Amy, Michael, Rachel, Lynn, Adrian, I mean, just everybody over there. I might even go help them out this weekend too. I haven't talked to my husband yet. But I reached out to Amy because I had somebody ask me if they needed any more help. And I reached out and I said, you know, folks are asking if y'all still need help. And she said, absolutely. And I said, is there anything I can do? She's like, we can always use your help. And so I'll ask my husband. It's just, you know, I'm kind of leaving my husband with the kids, and, you know, so as long as I maybe don't stay all day like I did last time. He was texting me and he's like, when are you going to come home? And, you know, he was fine. And I'm like, 5? He's like, okay. He's like, you know, don't wear yourself out. He's like, you're on sleepover duty tonight. And I'm like, oh, that's right. Because, you know, we put that rule in place with my daughter that she can only have one, which has been like the best rule ever, one sleepover a week. And so Saturday night, she was going to have a sleepover. And so I was on sleepover duty. It was my turn to tuck in and to do all the things. So I had to be ready. But the sleepover ended up not happening because the little girl's stomach ended up hurting. So she ended up going home. So, but then my daughter just did a sleepover the next night. So, and we'll get into that. Okay. So before I move on, I don't think I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, and I'm sorry I didn't because I normally try to. It got away from me. You know, I am doing this event. I'm co-hosting this event with, you know, Lindsay over at Emeralds and Fairy Lights. So please, please, please make sure you're subscribed to her and go check out her whip and chats. We're alternating every week. You know, we're doing a giveaway. So this was my week. So her whip and chat will go out Friday. So be sure and listen to her whip and chat because she's going to be announcing, you know, what you need to do for hers to win for the next giveaway. And then I'll do the next one after that. And then we'll have our grand prize. And I know that she announced in her last video that we got a donation for a painting to go with our grand prize. So that was very, very nice. I'm not sure if she said who donated it or not. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that. So I'm going to hold off on that information because I don't remember 100% if that was wanting to be shared or not. So, but someone did donate a painting, and I'd love to give that person credit, but I'm now thinking about it and I don't know if she mentioned her name. But so there's going to be a couple paintings that are going to be giving away during this event. Now, speaking of this event, I know a lot of y'all are starting to get your Craftablys. So please join us. I know there's a lot of JBGs out there. Join us. You still got lots and lots of time. You don't have to finish it. We just were asking for, you know, a fair amount to show that you participated, so it was fair. So yeah, just bust those out. Keep the progress pics coming. I know I've seen some, but I feel like we need to see more. I'm on there. I was on there last night and I was like, I want to see more. There's got to be more. So y'all, please post your pictures up. I know I'm not the best at posting mine up either. I've only posted, I think, like just one of her skirt. I'll do another one after this of where I'm at, but I love to see where y'all are at. I love to see the paintings. They're so pretty. I love her paintings. Oh, speaking of Jasmine Beckett Griffith, I don't know. I think I mentioned to y'all that I had reached out to her on Instagram. Because, you know, when I did my Sheena Pike along with Mindy, we had Sheena Pike, you know, do a live stream with us. And I'm like, wouldn't that be cool if we were able to get Jasmine Beckett Griffith? Well, she never even read my message. So I don't think we're going to be having her on a live anytime soon. I mean, she's big time. So maybe she ain't got time for us. Who knows? Or, you know, and I know that I was talking to Craftably about it because, you know, obviously they work with her and they're like, no, here's another way you could contact her. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. You know what? We're good. We are fine. We are having a great time doing what we're doing. All right. So please, like I said, check out Lindsay. Make sure, I'm just trying to make sure I get all, there's a Google form. Make sure you all attach that in my video. She's got it in her video. So make sure you fill that out to be entered into the grand prize that we'll do at the end of the month. And what else? JBG. I want to make sure I cover all the things. All right, so I normally try to do this at the beginning of my video, but like I said, I kind of got away from myself. I'm all over the place today. But I got some coffees bought for me. So I love it when coffee happens. Look at that. Y'all are so generous. And again, it's never expected, but it really is appreciated. It goes right back into the channel. I try to get bigger and better things for y'all to see, new things, new companies. I'll try them out, and then it's something that, you know, you can do if you like it. So, let's see. Get this, y'all. Lori Joseph bought me 5 coffees. I about died when I saw this. I was like, oh my gosh. And again, you just get them in your email, and it's such a cool surprise. She said, I'm a new viewer of your channel, and I love watching your lives. A few ice cold drinks to help you along. Love that. Now, I don't know if she meant iced coffee or adult beverages, but either one will work for me. Y'all know I love my adult beverages. I love my wine. I'll do a beer here and there if it's hot out. So absolutely. But again, the money doesn't go to that. it goes back into the channel. It goes for diamond painting, but that's all I spend my money on anyways. So I leave it in those accounts. And when I pay for things, that's where I pull it from. So it works out. I don't even move it. So it's good. And again, if you're not familiar with it, I know a lot of creators are doing it. It's just a nice, you know, if you want to support one of your favorite creators, and it's not a monthly, you know, commitment. It's just a one-time, kind of like a doing a good job. And I'll tell you what, y'all, they make my day, my week. I love announcing them in my next whip and chat. I'm like, oh, I got some coffees to thank. Okay, I got one more. Angela Porch bought me one coffee, and she said, congrats on 700. Can y'all believe that? Oh my gosh. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you times 700 and whatever I'm at now. I cannot thank y'all enough. I am just, you know, shouting it all around the house. I got 700. My husband's like, if you get to 1,000, are you going to wake me up in the middle of the night? I'm like, yep, I will. Whenever it happens, I will wake you up, because I couldn't wait to tell him as soon as he woke up in the morning. He's like, I said, honey, you're awake. I got to tell you something. And he's like, what? Because I tell them at every 100, or I may give them updates throughout. I say, I'm getting closer to this. I'm getting closer to that. And everybody's like, oh my God, Mom. But y'all, I'm loving this. It's hard to describe, and maybe other creators, even subscribers. I mean, everybody can understand. It's like, you know, I don't work, right? I'm a stay-at-home mom. So, and when I say this is like a job, it's a good thing. It's a job I'm enjoying. God, this drill's got some little white stuff on it too. Some of these drills are a little funky. It's like, I'm trying to describe it, and I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm gonna go get close up. See, it's got like little white stuff around it. It's weird. I don't know, but I don't like it. In the trash you go, dude. Okay. So, what was I saying? I got distracted. Yes. So, you know, this to me is a job. It's a good thing. I know some people are like, oh, don't do it if it starts feeling like a job. No, it's a job that I like. And it's almost like the subscriber counts, the coffees, all those things. It's like you know, you're doing a good job. You're doing, you know, just like your boss would tell you, you know, you get a raise, or, you know, you get you know, kudos for something that you did. And it feels good. Everybody likes to be recognized and acknowledged and, you know, told they're doing a good job, because, you know, a lot of times when you're a stay-at-home mom, you don't get those accolades, and, you know, but what's really making me feel good is I'm myself. I'm being myself on here, and it's nice to know that people like me. I mean, that's bottom line. Everybody, you know, you want to feel loved. So it feels really good, and I'm glad that I'm, you know, making people happy and they like the content. And yeah, so yeah, I could go on and on about it, y'all. I'm just loving doing YouTube. Love it. I'm loving it. I do have a goal. I know we all have goals. We should have goals, just like at work. I've got goals. It's like I'm doing my, what's it, when you have to do your reviews with your bosses, and you have to set reviews for like the, you know, goals for the next 6 months or next year. All right, y'all. So my goal is to try to hit 1,000 by my 6-month mark. I don't know if it's possible, but I thought that would be a fun goal to try to like work towards. Not work towards, but just like see if I can meet it. So I started March 1st. So September 1st. If I can get 1,000 by September 1st, that'd be so cool. I just think that would be cool to say. It took me 6 months. So it's kind of, when I started, that's, you know, I was like, that would be cool. You know, I said, but I thought, oh, it's probably going to take me a year is what I was anticipating. If I could even get there, I'm like, oh, it'll probably take a good year if I can do it. And I'm willing to do it. If I'm enjoying it, I'm going to, you know, I'll put the work in and I'll do it. But yeah, it's just, the numbers are going and I'm excited. So anyways, y'all, you don't want to hear about all that. But yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can y'all tell I'm loving this? Just a little bit. All right, what else happened? Okay, so Craftably, I told y'all about Craftably. I did that Saturday. And then Sunday. Okay, so here's the deal. So I told y'all Saturday night, the friend couldn't spend the night because her belly hurt. So she went home. So on Sunday, my daughter asked, she's like, can I have another? Yeah, you can have a sleepover. Just pick a friend and, I'll check with their mom and let me know. So she goes off and plays on Sunday. And, before she went to go play, we went, my mom had mentioned, my mom only lives about half a mile from us. For those of you that are new, my mom and dad are really close. And so my mom had reached out to me earlier in the week and she's like, hey, there's a couple new stores I wanted to go check out. Do you want to go with me on maybe Sunday? I was like, sure. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's a little bit of trash. So my mom asked if we'd want to go, if I wanted to go, maybe I'll go check out the store. I was like, sure. So Sunday, called my mom up and then took my daughter. And so we had like a little girl shopping trip. And Lou needed some new shoes. Her flip-flops, she went over to a friend's house and one of the friend's dog chewed her flip-flops and broke them. So she didn't have any more flip-flops or sandals. So that was the intent, was while we were out to get her some sandals. So we took her to Famous Footwear and she did get a pair of sandals. And then she also got a pair of tennis shoes for school. So I was like, yes, because y'all, we are less than a month away from school starting here. It is July 14th for me and school starts August 12th. So it's coming. We are like we're on the countdown, less than a month. So her and I went with my mom. We went, like kind of school shoe shopping. First we went into Old Navy and they didn't have, because they have pretty good flip-flops there at a good price and they didn't have her size. So we left Old Navy and we went to Famous Footwear, which was right next door to it. And she got a pair of Nikes. So she got some tennis shoes for school. And of course they're all white. And I'm like, oh, how are we going to keep those clean? And then, where else did we go? So we got her shoes and I think that was it. And then we stopped at that store my mom wanted to check out and it was nice. So we did that and dropped my mom off. And so we were able to spend some time with my mom and dad. And I was able to, because I went to Craftably and I was able to pick out 2 paintings for working that day. Both my mom and dad are diamond painters. So I brought over some that were nice enough, they were nice enough to let us take. And I gave my mom and dad a couple. Because y'all, I have quite a few and they've never experienced Craftably before. So they picked out, my mom, I think she picked the Christmas truck. So she took that one. And then my dad picked the pumpkins for sale, I think it's called. It's like so they both picked a truck. So they got some holiday ones. And then I'm going to give my mother-in-law Puppy Crazed Petunia. I'm going to give that to her. She's got 3, 4. She's got lots of dogs. So I'm sorry, Nanny. I know you're watching and I've just all of a sudden blinked out on how many dogs you have. But you have dogs. You are puppy crazed. And so I showed her a picture of it and she's super excited. She's never experienced Craftably. So I'm sharing the love. I love that I've got my family members that love, love to diamond paint. And I've got, like I said, I've, now been able to, been given paintings, like, just donated to me basically. And I want to spread the love. So, gave my mom some paintings and my dad paintings. So they were excited. And then, so Lou and I get home and she goes and plays. And I said, well, let me know, if you want to do a sleepover tonight so I can let the mom know before it gets too late. Okay. So next thing you know, about an hour and a half later, she comes in the door with a friend. Mom, I know who's going to spend the night tonight and she's all packed up. She's here. I'm like, oh, okay. So they had already kind of planned it with the mom and had it all ready to go. And I'm like, who is it? And they walk in my bedroom because I'm back here diamond painting. So she just turned 6. She's going into 1st grade. So she's a little bit younger than my daughter. But she lives in our neighborhood and they're buddies. She's never had a sleepover, which is what she's telling me at this point as she's got her suitcase, right? She's never had a sleepover before, except for like at her cousin's house. So this is her first sleepover at a friend's house. And I'm like, oh crap. And to top it off, she's coughing and sniffling and sneezing and obviously has a cold. Y'all, I love this family. I love this little girl, but really, and at this point, what am I going to say? You can't spend the night because you're sick? Yeah, that's the last thing you kind of want to do is have a sick kid sleeping over. You know, obviously, first of all, I don't want my daughter to get sick. I don't want to get sick. She's coughing and she's got a runny nose. And I even asked her early on, I was like, are you feeling okay? I'm like, do you have a little cold? She's like, and my daughter speaks up. She's like, no, it's just allergies. She's fine. I'm like, because I think my daughter knew. Mom's like, I don't like this. And she didn't want to get booted out, I think. So yeah, sick friend sleeping over, first time. It all worked out. I didn't have to call the mom, which I was willing to. You know, I've had to pick her up before lately. And you know, you get homesick, no worries. And like I said, her mom's super sweet. And she's like, just let me know. And she checked in with me about 10 and said, how's it going? I'm like, it's going great. They wanted Cane's for dinner. And I don't know if you're familiar with Cane's. It's almost like Chick-fil-A. All they have is chicken strips. I mean, the menus, that's all they have. They have like 4 things on the menu, and it's just different sizes of combos with different amounts of chicken strips. So very, very basic, but they wanted chicken strips, and it comes with like this Texas toast. It's really good. And fries. So, we needed to swing by her house first to get her booster seat because she's tiny, super duper tiny. She's really little. And it's funny because my daughter's so big. She's really big for her age because my husband's really tall. He's a big guy. So, and I'm not short. So my daughter's really, really big. And it's just so funny to see like the two of them together. But so we stopped by her house, got the booster, went to Cane's. They came home, they ate, they played, they did all kinds of stuff. And then about 8 o'clock, they were like, can you take us to Walmart to get some candy? Because we want to watch a movie. Okay, so took them to Walmart. I went to the Walmart gas station, as a matter of fact. So I didn't actually go inside Walmart, which I thought was a better deal. They both got to pick out a candy. They got a big bottle of water with like the sports top, which they thought was really cool, that they could just squirt their water out. So we did the sleepover. They finally, I think it was like, so at 10 o'clock, the mom's checking in, and I'm thinking, oh gosh, this little girl had to be at summer camp the next morning. Her mom was picking her up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. And so I'm like, I need to get this little girl to bed. She's going to be exhausted tomorrow. And I think that's why she probably got sick, because she does a lot of camps. Both of her parents work, and you know, all the germs and all these kid stuff. So, it was about 10 o'clock, and I'm like, yep, I told them 10:30, I'm going to put them to bed. So here it was 10:30. They were kind of fired up. So I think at about 11 o'clock, 11:30, I think they finally went to sleep. So the next morning I felt so bad. I set my alarm. I had to wake up the little girl, and she was so sleepy, and she was like snuffing, and you know, I can hear her breathing when she's sleeping because she's sick, and you could tell she's having a hard time breathing. I'm like, oh gosh. So I woke her up, but at least she didn't stay all day the next day, which happens a lot of times. As I've told y'all, a lot of times these sleepovers just go to the next day or the day before. They just never end. So at least, you know, she was gone. So we can remember. So that was Sunday. Okay. Now, my son Ryan, my oldest, who's 16, he's had his license so he turned 16 in April, and he finally got his license like it was like May 24th or something. So it hasn't even been 2 months. Okay. He comes up to me on Monday. I was thinking it was like Sunday night or Monday, and he's like, Mom, I can't find my wallet. I'm like, what? Y'all, his driver's license is in there. His emergency credit card that we gave him is in there. His school ID is in there. His, you know, I was like, oh my God. So we checked his truck. I found a lot of disgusting fast food cups and wrappers and fried boxes under the seats. So gross. I'm like, honey, you need to clean out your truck. You need to do a better job of keeping your car clean. He had driven my car once since then, since he said it was missing. He had driven my husband's car once since it was missing. So we were checking all the cars, checked his room. He's already said he checked all these places. So I just checked with him. He can't find the wallet's gone. Oh, such a pain in the butt. So I spent about an hour yesterday on the DPS website trying to figure out how to get a replacement driver's license. I was hoping we could do it online and not have to make an appointment to go into the office, you know, because that's always fun. And we just did all that, you know, going through the permit and the driver's license stuff. And oh, y'all, such a pain. So I spent an hour going through the FAQs, trying to call them. No one answers. So basically, when I input all his information, it says this request deems, you need to go to the office. You can't do it online. Okay. So I go in and I put in our zip code and I pull up, I went like, hey, 100 miles around us. I don't care. Just give me the next appointment. Y'all, the next available appointment is in October. He should not be driving around without a license, and October is a long time to wait. So I emailed them, and they said it would take a day or two for them to get back to me, but what a pain in the arse. Oh my gosh. So I just did that yesterday, so I'm trying to figure out, what we're going to be able to do. I don't know. It's just it's really unfortunate. And it's, although I can't get mad at him. At first I was a little upset, but I can't get mad and my parents will get a kick out of this. I haven't even told my mom and dad. So if they're watching this, they're probably thinking the same thing. When I first started carrying a purse, I don't remember how old I was. They would remember. So when I first started carrying a purse, what do you think happened whenever we'd go to a restaurant? You put your purse down in the booth next to you, right? To eat. I don't know how many times, but I do remember it happened a lot because you're not used to it. I would leave my purse at restaurants all the time when I first started carrying a purse. And we'd go back frantically, and that's what this kind of reminds me of. He's not used to carrying a wallet. He only really started carrying a wallet about, I'd say about 6 months ago when he got his learner's permit. And then he had to hold that for 6 months before he got his license. So he's really only had a wallet for like 6 months. So he's not used to it, and he wears a lot of these athletic shorts, and, it could have slipped out, and he's been in different people's cars. He's checked with all of his friends. He's checked their mom's cars, who he might have been in. We just can't find it. So I can't get, like I said, I did it when I was his age. There's worse things that could happen. My husband actually had put, I don't even know what it is, but it's like a little device of some kind on his keys that helps you find your keys if you lose them. So he has that on his car keys, so he wouldn't, in case he lost his car keys. But we probably should have put something in his wallet to find his wallet. Oh my gosh, y'all. So I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I don't know. Who knows? I hope we don't have to wait till October. That's a long time. And I don't know what would happen if he were to get pulled over. I mean, thankfully, he does have he kept it, which I'm so glad he kept it, but I don't know if it's still valid. He did keep his temporary paper license before the one came in the mail. So he does have that piece of paper folded up in his wallet. So he does have some form of identification. But, when he starts school, you have to get for high school, you have to have a school parking lot permit. And you have to show your license in order to get one. How am I going to do that when school starts in a month if he doesn't have his license? So it's just causing a lot of problems. It's just a headache. So anyways, I'm dealing with that. So he told me that, like it's a Sunday night, Monday. So last week I got an email from the vet saying both of the dogs were due for their Bordetella vaccination, their kennel cough. It was due in July. So took the dogs up on Monday, and Lou went with me, and she was so helpful, which I really appreciate it. She had a dog, I had a dog. It really was helpful. During COVID, they would come out to the car and get the dogs, and I would just sit there and wait, and it was great. And they'd bring the dogs back out to me and put them back in the car for me. Nope, I got to take them in now. So it's, but it was just a nurse visit. So they just took one dog at a time, and we just kind of sat in the waiting room and waited. But Margot has got really bad allergies. She has to have drops twice a day, this little serum that I put in her cheek because she itches really bad. And so she's high maintenance. She's an expensive dog. We have to give her drops. So she had to get a Cytopoint injection, which is, it works. It helps the itching. And she gets that every 4 to 6 months. We try to give her one. When we notice the itching is coming back again, we get it done. So she got that done. She got her nails trimmed, and she got her Bordetella. Now, Jasper, I hope this isn't too much, I hope this isn't TMI. But Jasper had been messing with his bottom quite a bit, scooching around on it, looking back at it, and just, we're like, what's going on? He's had an issue with his butt before. So I was like, oh no, is it coming back again? It's like an anal gland and all that stuff. So I was like, oh no, please. So I've been checking it. It looks normal. So they did what they needed to do. They checked it. And because his tail is one of those corkscrew tails, and the hair kind of, he's got like a tight little tail, and they just said it can irritate things. So she just said, get a warm washcloth and wash that area. Great. That's just what I want to do. But she said it'll take about 24 hours. They did some things to help him. And so he seems to be getting better. He's not really messing with it as much, but it's so disgusting. He was like rubbing it on the carpet and the rugs. I'm like, stop it. Stop it. I don't want that. I don't want that on my carpet. So, yeah, it's always fun with dogs. And of course, it's always expensive. That was fun. So we did that that was Monday. Yeah, so yesterday, her and I went. So I noticed on the school website, and I started thinking about school starting, and, we needed to start, like I said, we've gotten her some school shoes. And I thought, I need to look up the school supply list, and I need to get on this. We need to get some school supplies going before they're all taken, and, you get the bottom of the barrel. So her and I went, so I got a screenshot of the list. I couldn't print it out, so I just took a screenshot. And we went to Walmart yesterday, and we got all her school supplies. It was exhausting. And every year we do this, I'm always like, whew, it's a lot of work. You have to and I'll tell you what, they're so specific. I'm sorry, but on these lists, they're asking for brand name. Like, for instance, it's asking for Staples, and for those of you not in the US, so there's Staples is an office supply store here in the States. And it's like Office Depot, and there's Staples, and it's expensive. It's not Walmart, it's not Target, and they're asking for staple brand this, or Crayola instead of the Walmart brand crayons. They want Crayola brand. I'm like, And they want the, Elmer's glue sticks. Why can't we just get the Walmart glue sticks? So that's what we did. Because, all they do with these school supplies, my daughter doesn't get to keep. And I'm not trying to, I want them to have what they need, but they basically just, the supplies I buy for her I don't think she gets to keep those. I think they just put them in a big pile. In years past, we've just gone with our school supplies and sorted them in big bins, and they all just kind of get, lumped up together, and they just get used as they need them. So, I still have to get a box of Kleenex, and there's a few other things they didn't have, but I think I already have all those. But I don't think we got everything on the list. We got most of it. And then she was like, Mom, can we look at school clothes? I was like, okay. Oh, it was an expensive Walmart trip but she got this really cute dress for the first day of school. So if y'all are familiar with the store Justice, they used to be at the malls. Our Justices closed, and they were expensive, but it's cute little girls' clothes. And like I said, they were kind of pricier. Walmart now carries Justice brand clothes. So those of you that have, little girls, I didn't know that. So that was cool to find out. So she picked out this really cute plaid blue dress with a black t-shirt underneath, and it's got a little belt. She hasn't tried it on yet, so I hope it fits. And we got that, and then she picked out, I would say about 3 outfits, 3 pairs of shorts and 3 shirts that match. And they were kind of athletic shorts, really cute. So we did that. All I got was a new hairbrush. Yep. I started unbagging everything. And of course we got some stuff for dinner that we needed. We were doing Taco Tuesday. So I got some stuff for tacos. I got some shredded chicken that they had that we like in the rice, Spanish rice and all that. And so yesterday when I washed my hair and I was combing it out, and I've got, curly hair, and I get really bad tangles, and I'm really rough with my hair, and I broke my brush. And I've had this brush for 10 years. And I was so bummed out. And I was actually teaching my daughter how to brush her hair because she's really bad about brushing it underneath, and that's where all the tangles like to go. So I was showing her how to do it from the side, and I was being really, really rough because I was showing her how rough you can do it and it not hurt. And I broke my brush, and she thought it was so funny. We both started laughing. But I got this really cool brush. It's iridescent, it's fun, it's rainbow colored, it's a detangling brush. So yeah, it's kind of fun to get, something new that you use all the time. So I got a new brush, and she got all kinds of stuff. She's also going to a summer camp. We signed her up for one camp this year, and they have 2 theme days at these camps. And she's going with a group of friends, and one of the days is Olympic sports day. So we thought it'd be cute to do like a USA themed. And so they have a lot of their 4th of July stuff on sale. So when we were at Walmart, we collected we got these really cute knee highs that are 4th of July themed, and these cute headbands that have like little red, white, and blue, like little ponytail, like little colored hair kind of hanging off of it with like little, it's really cute. So she was excited that she got some stuff for her theme, her camp that's coming up at the end of July. So we got that. So we knocked out some stuff yesterday. Like I said, she's good on school clothes now. We've got a couple outfits for the first few days, and that's all we ever do. You know, just some new outfits for the first day. And school supplies, we got shoes. So I hope we're good. The good thing about my boys being in high school is you don't have to do school supplies, not like in elementary or middle school. They'll kind of just, you know, as the boys go to their classes, they'll just tell them what they need, and then I'll have to be running out every night. The first 2 weeks of school, just like always, getting different folders, different composition books, all these little things, and everyone's out of them. It happens every year. But again, I don't know what they need until school starts. They don't really tell us, and every teacher wants something different. So I'm always running to CVS or Walgreens the night before. Oh, Mom, I need this, or I need a protractor or that. So, but yeah, I don't have to do school supplies for them. And as far as school clothes for the boys, we'll see if they, you know, want to get a couple things, but they definitely will need haircuts. Nate, my middle son, who will be 15 in August, has not had a haircut all summer. He wants to see how long it's going to go. And it's so long, and it's curly, it's wavy like mine. So he said he will get a haircut before school starts. And I said, okay, well, we don't want to get too close to the first day of school, because you don't want that, you know, newly fresh haircut look, you know, because sometimes it may be too short and you want to let it kind of grow out a little bit. So he doesn't really like to leave his room. So we'll have to get him a haircut. Yeah, so we'll have to do that, but I'm just kind of starting to think about, okay, we're less than a month now. We've got to you know, start thinking about school stuff. And, yeah, Ryan's doing good. He's still, like I said, except for the wallet, he's still working. He's off today. So he kind of has you know, schedule's kind of all over the place. He'll work for a couple of days and he'll be off for a couple of days, but, we'll have to give his, 2-week notice. You know, I told him, you know, maybe August 1st, you can put your notice in, or maybe a few days before, to give them. And he's like, you know, I'd like to have the last week of school, like with no work, so I can kind of like enjoy my last week of summer. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But he doesn't really work a lot anyway, so he gets some days off. He definitely doesn't work every day. So, you know, these kids these days, tell you what. But what else did I want to talk about? What time am I at? Am I at an hour? I surely am, y'all. I've been talking your ear off. I hope y'all are having a good week. Let me know down below what you're up to, what you're working on. I always like to see your comments and hear from you guys. And again, thank you for all the congratulations for hitting the 700 milestone. That was really nice of y'all. I got some really, really, really kind, thoughtful comments from a lot of folks. And I tried to respond back to everybody. So thank you for that. It means a lot to me. And let's just, like I always say, let's see where we go from here. I'm having a good time, so let's just keep going. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up. What time is it? It is, oh, my watch is telling me it's time to stand. Yep, so that means I've been sitting for an hour. All right, y'all. Sometimes it's so hard to say goodbye once I get, you know, talking. But thank y'all, I'm awake now. I am awake. I feel energized. I feel refreshed. Hope y'all do too. Hope you got some work done. Hope you got to where you needed to go if you were driving, or chores done. Hey y'all, Shay here. It is giveaway time. I've waited till the end of the day. So let's go ahead and pick a number, because it's been a full week since it's been up. I did ask for everyone to put a rainbow in the comments for my last whip and chat. And for those of you that did it, I had 35 comments. So let me just show you my, sorry about my chicken scratch. But here is my 35 folks that entered. So hopefully you see your name. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. So I already populated the minimum and the maximum. So let's get to it without further ado. And of course, this is for the 3D printed rainbow pen holder and the Craftably diamond painting, okay? All right, y'all, let's do it. I'm gonna do my little drum roll. Sorry, I'm holding this with one hand. And generate. Number 11. Number 11 is Rita Core. Congratulations, Rita. That's awesome. I'll send both of those to you. Just contact me. My email's in the description of the video, and I'll get that out to you as soon as I get your address, okay? Thank you, everybody, for participating. Keep those pictures on Instagram coming. It's been so good to see everyone's progress, and I'm having just a good time doing this. So thank you, everybody, for participating. So if y'all enjoyed this, please consider subscribing. And if, you know, there's a little subscribe button, right? It's always hard to point when I don't know where y'all at. Right down there. Just hit that subscribe button, and it's free. So hit that. Be part of my, you know, my family here. And there's a notification bell next to it. If you click on that, then you'll be notified every time I post a video. And then if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. And for those of you that have already subscribed, thank y'all very much. It means a lot to me. So, okay, y'all, until the next one, take care. I love you, and I will see you then. Okay, bye, guys.